Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be converting decimals to percent and percent to decimals without using calculator. And to do that, to convert from decimal to percent, all you have to remember is to move the decimal point 2 places to the right, and then to convert from percent to decimal, we'd have to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So to remember this direction, we're going to use the formula decimal to percent. Since to convert from decimal to percent, we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. The formula helps us remember that. And in fact, in the formula, as we can see, we have the percent written on the right hand side and the decimal written on the left hand side. The two tell us how many times we need to move the decimal point. So let's take a look at some examples, and we'll start with decimals to percent. So decimal to percent conversion. So let's start with the example 9.8 to convert that to percent, and let's use the formula to help us remember the direction. Decimal to percent. Since we want to convert to percent and percent is on the right hand side, we need to move this decimal point 2 places to the right. So we're gonna get 980% as an answer. And let's take another example, 10.5 to convert that to percent. You can pause the video and then try it yourself and then play it to see if you get it right, because you can learn best by doing it yourself. So since we want to get to percent, we are going to move the point 2 places to the right. 2 places to the right. So we're going to get 1, 2. So I'm going to get 10.50% as an answer. So these zeros are just placeholders, so they really don't carry any weight, just placeholders to fill up the gap. And let's take 2 more examples of converting from decimal to percent. So let's take 3.142, convert that to percent. I'm going to move the decimal place 2 places to the right, 1, 2. So we are going to end up getting 314.2%. Here we have 2 which fill up the placeholder, so we don't need to write any zero behind it, so not at all. And then let's take the very last one, which is going to be 5.3223. All we have to do here again is the same thing, move the decimal 2 places to the right. Yeah, the percentage, so it's going to be 1, 2. So we're going to get 532.23%. So with that out of the way, now let's convert from percent to decimal using the same formula. Percent to decimal conversion. So let's take 9% to decimals. So to do that, let us use the same formula, decimal to percent. Since now we are moving from percent to decimal, we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the left, since the decimal is on the left hand side on the formula. So now we're going to move the decimal place 1, 2. So we're going to get 9.09 as an answer. So let's take a few more examples. I mean, you can try to do all of this using the same formula, and then try to see if you get it right. Let's take 5.2% to convert that to decimal. So the same thing that we did for the first example is what we're going to do. We're going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left, which is going to be 1, 2. We're going to have 0.052 as an answer. And let's take one more, which is going to be 1.35. Let's add, let's say 2 in front of here. So we're going to move the decimal place 2 places to the right, or decimal point 2 places to the right. Sorry, my bad, to the left. 1, 2 place to the left. So we're going to get 0.2135 as an answer. So that is how you convert from decimal to percent and from percent to decimals. And if you get confused, you can come back to this video and then look it up again and again. After 2-3 review, I think you should be in a better position to answer these questions without using calculator. And again, thank you for watching. You can feel free to like or subscribe, but I'm more happy that you watched the video throughout this section. So see you in the next. Thank you.